If you have fears around money, it's very likely that someone put that there when you were younger. Did you used to watch people like fight over money, or were you always struggling? Did you grow up in a poor household where you never had enough? Money probably felt like a very unsafe subject for you. So if you're afraid to say that you want money, or you're afraid to manifest money, it likely has something to do with something from your childhood, or just maybe you don't trust yourself enough with money. And the way that you could fix that is practically you could spend in a way to where you live off of a percentage of your income and you save the rest. Saving money doesn't actually lead to wealth, but it does take you out of survival mode. So for me, whenever I was really struggling financially, like years ago, I would live off a certain percentage of my income, and I would put that percentage away. And after a few months, I felt really grounded and stable because I had saved enough to where I didn't feel like I was like, living paycheck to paycheck. And I was able to do that as a single mom of three. So don't feel like you can't, Lana Ray, live off of a certain percentage of your income just because, whatever your circumstances are. I stopped using my circumstances as an excuse, and I got a lot further in my manifesting journey. So that's one thing I did. Another thing I did was this exercise where I carried around this $100 bill. And I noted throughout the day all the times I could spend that $100 and didn't. Your mind doesn't know what's real and what's not. If you imagine yourself buying that thing with $100 and imagine yourself doing that every time you see something you want to buy, your mind thinks you've spent that. By the end of the day, you've spent hundreds of dollars without even trying. So that's one way to shift into an abundance mindset. Another way is to rewrite your affirmations in a way that feels true for you. Don't run around saying, I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm a millionaire, if you don't feel like that's true for you. You can say, I am becoming a woman of wealth. I'm becoming a person of financial freedom. My bills are paid. I have more than I could need. I'm trying to run a YouTube with a kid. Ugh. But those are just some things that I did to shift myself. I had to really look at where my feelings around money came from. If I looked at my bank account and I would feel anxiety or tension before I opened my bank account, I wouldn't open it. I would take a moment to breathe, to tell myself that everything's okay, I have more than I need, whatever is in my bank account doesn't reflect my manifesting, it's a product of my past manifestations. Try not to go into money situations anxious. So if you are feeling that way and you're checking your bank account a million times and you're nervous, stop doing that.